Are you on tour right
Yes.
now? And you're in, now you're in Holland?
Yes.
You have more touring dates here?
Yeah, I'll be doing some more dates in Holland. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I'm doing a blues cruise and doing a festival in Enschede and some other dates, but I don't have my schedule in front of me. But I am now doing a tour of Holland. Excuse me?
And you're going to other countries in Europe?
Yes, going to Germany, going to do a festival in Poland, a blues festival, and all around Europe.
And also you're going to England?
Yeah.
Because well, it's English, mainly English paper.
Yes.
When is it, you think?
I don't have the date exactly. It'll be later in the summer.
Later in
Be
the
going
summer?
to England, yes.
Okay.
That thing get rid of the cold.
Let's see. You recently, the book you wrote in 1974, an intimate biography of
Yes.
Jimi Hendrix,
Yes.
was republished. When was it republished? It came out again as Star Child.
No.
No?
That's a completely different book.
It's another book.
It's a completely different book. This book has to do with the Star Child is a completely different book I wrote that has to do with the cosmic side of Jimi Hendrix. In other words, the spiritual side, the cosmic side, his affinity with the stars, the meaning of his lyrics and his songs, all the subtle things that a lot of people don't know about him. How he felt that he was actually from another world. How he felt that his brothers and his cosmic brothers came in UFOs from time to time to contact him. So the book Star Child focuses basically on the cosmic side of Jimmy, which has never been done before. You know, there have been a few books about what happened in his early life, what happened in his career, but there were not any books that really focused on the cosmic side. That was a very important part of Jimmy.
Was it also a part that you learned to know him
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean,
during your time?
Well, first of all, I feel that Jimmy was a messenger, okay, from another time and another place. I mean, just like Muhammad, just like every 20 years or so, we have prophets that come in different forms. Sometimes they follow a biblical or a spiritual nature. Sometimes they're musicians. Sometimes they're people that do miracles with their hands. And I think I have to put Jimmy in that category. I feel that he was here as a prophet and a messenger, but his message was in his music. And in order for him to be someone for people to listen to, he had to reach a certain amount of popularity in order to have a mass audience. So here's a man that never had a guitar lesson in his life, and he was a genius on the guitar, as we all know. And I played with him for quite some time, and I was able to see that genius firsthand.
So this is about your time with him, but also the time after he...
Exactly. Well, first of all, the book Star Child talks about, as I said before, the cosmic side of Jimmy, how he felt about what was going to happen in the world, how he felt that the stars related to his particular life, and how they were a beacon and a guide and a direction for him, and how he knew that it was his time to die. In other words, he came for a short time, footprints in the sand, and he's gone. And it's ironic that he, as an American-born, half Indian, half black man, was not recognized in his own country. Excuse me. And he had to go to England, where he was judged as a person, not as a black man doing music he wasn't supposed to do. See, the problem in America is and was racism. It's really heartbreaking to see this, you know. And I mean, when Jimmy and I were playing together in New York and in Boston and on the East Coast, 100% of our audience was white. And even today, as far as rock and roll music is concerned, there's maybe a 2% black audience. Even our own people have not been educated to other music. And that's because the record companies that control the radio stations. I mean, people are like a captive audience. They're only going to enjoy what they hear on the radio. So if I make a rock and roll record and it never gets played on the radio, then even if it's a good record, it doesn't have a chance. And that's the problem in America. So that's why I'm in Europe. And
also, that brings me to another question.
Yeah,
What
sure.
have you, well, we all know you, the readers of the magazine know you from the periods from with Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
What have you been doing
Curtis
the last
Knight.
25
Well, see, first of all, Jimi Hendrix, me being with Jimi Hendrix, me being credited with discovering him, only means I was in the right place at the right time, and he was playing in bands where he never had a chance to express himself. When I met him, I gave him freedom. He started singing with me, and he could play any way he wanted to play. And that's why him meeting me was important. But that was only a small part of my life. Jimi Hendrix went on with the experience. He came back with me and made some more albums. But Curtis Knight has his own career. I've made some 75 albums myself. Curtis Knight. I've produced other people. And I've been in music all my life. That's all I've done. So, okay, maybe I have not reached the heights that Jimi Hendrix reached, and maybe I never will, but I've still had a Curtis Knight music career. And I'm still pursuing that. And I'm over here now playing with the Lamar Chase Band, and they're a very good band. And here's another situation. Here's Lamar Chase, an incredible musician, and he has not really had his chance either. And so that's the reason he came to Holland. Lamar and the bass player Raheem. They're both from California. And they came here for the same reason, that they couldn't get recognized in America. And I was lucky enough to run into them, and now we're playing together, and I'm very grateful for that.
Okay, I got another question about your book.
Yeah, sure.
I haven't read it, but it was said to me that this was about an article that appeared in Straight Ahead. It's also Hendrix fanzine.
Yeah.
And it was said that on page 111 there was a possible spirit photo.
Yeah.
We wanted to know, why did you place that in your book?
Well, first of all,
Because, well, in Straight Ahead they said it might be a triple exposure.
well, first of all, I don't care what they say, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is, I am sick and tired of people talking to me like I should apologize for being involved with Jimi Hendrix. And if spiritual things have happened around Jimi Hendrix that people don't understand, then okay, they have a right to say I don't believe it or I do believe it. Number one, it's not my photo, okay? Number two,
How did you...
I didn't put it in the book. It was put in the book by the publisher.
How
But,
did they get...
you'll have to ask the publisher. But as far as I know, that's something that happened to this person. See, I wasn't there, and I didn't take the picture. But according to what the publisher told me, that this was a legitimate photo, okay? Now, naturally, anyone can look at the book, they can criticize it, because anytime you write a book, anyone has a right to criticize it, because once you put it out there to the public, they can say, oh, I like this, or I hate this is bullshit. So I cannot swear to anything as far as that photo is concerned. But I trust the person that published this book. I know him very well. And he's a UFO authority. He's an authority, a recognized authority on UFOs. And I don't believe he would put something in the book with a trick photo. Okay? It was not my picture. But I do believe that that's an authentic photo. And people that have read know that there have been times when people have captured the spirit of people when people died. You know, it's a certain kind of photography. And there are a lot of things that have happened that are unexplained, like UFOs. People have seen visions of their family when they know they were dead. So, see, we don't know everything about life. So let's don't feel that we're so damn smart that we can look at a book or at a picture and say, oh, this is bullshit, because it makes us comfortable to say that. You see, we have to realize that there's a lot we don't know about life, about other dimensions, about other worlds, and whether you believe in UFOs or not. That's up to the individual. So as far as this picture is concerned, people can believe it or not believe it. But I have it on good authority that that's actually what happened. That's all I can tell you about it.
Talking about a picture
Yes, I am.
with a head on it?
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.